Today I'm painting Hyld from Zombicide Green Horde. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Hope you're all doing well. We start off by priming this miniature with leather brown from the army painter. And then we start off with her dressing of stone golem. Now, I tried figuring out where on the artwork this blue was showing up, like she was wearing shorts. So later on I do figure it out, and I end up fixing it up and painting over some of this stone golem. But you'll see that a little later on. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to find out when new videos are posted. Pretty soon I will be done with the Zombicide Green Horde and moving on to other painting projects. Games like Massive Darkness, Altar Quest, and even Load or Vanguard of War. Anyway, stay tuned for those. You're also welcome to come and watch me play games with my friends on Friday nights on Twitch at Easterling79, and you can chat with me there. We play at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Right, so now we're moving on to Kobold Skin from the army painter. Of course, this is for her hands. One is really well hidden behind her shield there, and her face. Alright, now we're going to use some matte black, which is also from the army painter, and this is for her boots and some straps and the leather sheath, the sword sheath. So sometimes I have a hard time seeing all the details of all the straps, so I will come back later off camera and I'm going to do a dry brush quickly on her legs, and it does hit a little bit more to boots, but you know what, it gives it a nicer darker tone to those boots and kind of like blends upwards of hitting more light. So this miniature was not very obvious to where the skirt started or ended and where she had shorts. Anyway, so this is where I assumed it was, and so I used Royal Cloak from the army painter. And so yeah, you can see that there's like just that white part now is supposed to be like sort of like a flap in front of her jeans, or her shorts I should say. I keep saying jeans, but in front of her shorts. So I redo some of the sections with this Royal Cloak, and thankfully I did with the stone golem first, because I think it would not have been as nice or as bright with the brown underneath. Then we're going to move on to Banshee Brown, and this is for her shirt and some other little parts, I think. No, this is just like, well, it's like not her shirt, but like the leather parts of her top shirt. And here's Babe Blonde. Now, some reason, even with a mixing ball, this thing is watered down and not coming out at all. It's almost like a contrast paint. So I do shake it up like crazy off camera. We can come back later on and redo this hair. Still wasn't that nice. So I don't know if it's just Babe Blonde or what's wrong with this paint. Might have to toss in a second mixing ball. Alright, so now I'm going to be using a unique paint from the D&D's marvelous Pigments paint sets, Ghostly Vapours. I think this is from the Undead paint set, and this is going to be for her shield, and I noticed she actually had a colorful shield, which is great. And later on when I put the wash on, it gives it like a used effect, like as if it's been smacked around a little bit, this shield. Alright, now I'm going to be using some Crushed Skull from the Green Horde paint set from Army Painter. And this is also equivalent to Drake Tooth. And this is for those 2 orc heads that she has hanging on her. Now I could have used some orc flesh or some pale flesh or something else, but I think this really makes them as if they've like been there for a while, they've been decaying, they're pretty pale. And I'm going to add some nice little blood effects to them after off camera. Alright, now I'm going to use some gunmetal, which is a metallics color from the Army Painter. This is just for her sword, and then I noticed after that I forgot to do the little part, as you can see right here, on her shield. That should have been done in that too, so I will do that off camera and come back and fix that. I'm coming back to that Bay Blonde, trying to get that hair to look really nice, and I'm having a hard time with it. Anyway, so I do fix it. I finish as much as I can. I could have maybe put a third coat, but then I would start losing the details. The soft tone will come in later on to highlight a little bit more of the hair, but you'll see the picture, it comes out actually really darker hair for some reason. I don't know why it did that. It's like it's soaked up that soft tone. Now I'm going to finish her base with some Necrotic Flesh. This is just to do the basing, and you know what, after that I ended up putting like grass all along the bottom so it doesn't even show. Alright, now we're using that soft tone on the entire miniature. So this will just give it a little lighter brownish color to almost everything, and then those skulls will look a little bit more withered. Look at that shield. It comes out so nice. Everything. The soft tone just does a great job on it. And you can see the boots where I did the dry brushing there, where I hit most of the edges with the black. Alright, so that finishes off Hyld from Zombicide Green Horde. Here she is in all her glory. Right after this, I'll have a picture up showing exactly what she looks like. It's also the one at the beginning of the video. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming to view these videos. I really appreciate it. This is a great hobby of mine. I love doing this. And before I finish, I'm just going to show the paints I've used in here. So there was about 10 different kinds of paints, all from the Army Painter. And you can also get these with different sets, and they're amazing little paints. Anyways, have a good day, and thanks for watching.